Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Chat Show! Ahoy, hoy, friends! Happy Friday! Hope you are having an awesome Friday, kicking off the weekend. So we have got, as you've noticed, somebody is missing today. Richard once again is working, so we have another Friday with me and a very special guest because we were doing the build challenge week. I wanted to find somebody appropriate to host with me, and who more appropriate than someone from one of the colder parts of our country for the Winter Sports Challenge. I'm always going to make something up ridiculous. Please welcome to the stream, Moto.
Hi,
Moto.
I'm reporting in an hour and a half north of Colorado Springs, which is the site of the Olympic facility in Colorado.
Oh, very good, very good,
yes,
very
so the
appropriate.
Olympics are well known out here. They do train at high altitudes, and the winter sports are a thing. In fact, some of the athletes out there are from our fine state.
I somehow instinctively knew you would be the person most qualified to co-host the show today.
Well, if I'm not, I'm going to fake it.
I mean, I don't know anything about sports. I think we'll just feel our way through.
Okay.
So what have you been up to? What's going on in Moto land?
Just cleaning stuff up and hauling things out and putting little pieces away into other piece piles that make more sense. That's what I've been doing.
Ah, very good. So sorting. That was your fancy way of saying sorting.
Yeah, but it's not just Lego. I mean, it's everything.
Life sorting, really.
Yeah, it's the recycling container is like half full. The thrift store now has a bunch of extra doodads and toys and things, and yeah.
Nice.
I can walk through areas without tiptoeing and turning sideways to get through.
Oh,
nice.
yes. I actually did a big overhaul of things on our on our studio on Tuesday, because, you know, it's like when you're working on a really giant mock, it's easy for things to get jumbled and all of a sudden you don't know where things are, and certain husbands put containers back in the wrong place and, you know, stuff like that.
But that's what I was doing. I carried out, I think, 3 60-quart totes of stuff because I had been working on things, and then once I finished it, like, I never took all my Technic connectors back out to the pit. So I had all these crates just kind of like sitting around, and I'm like, I don't care if I'm gonna go take that crate back off the rack 5 minutes after putting it away, but everything is gonna go back on the shelves, clean and tidy.
I love it. Yeah, that's what I did too. I just like rearranged, put things back in a more order that makes sense, and yeah, I did. And I don't get to do it very often, so it was nice to have a little bit of time to be able to do
no, I hadn't done anything for like 6 months, man. I was like I pulled one container away and I had to go get the vacuum because there was this vast coat of like dog fur, of shedded dog fur behind the thing. It had been sitting on the floor for so long.
I know. I have there's enough Logan hair around here to probably create a second Logan.
A second Logan, yeah.
It gets in places.
Yeah.
So golly, well, welcome everybody. This is going to be a fun show today. Super excited to have Moto here. So we're going to kick off like we always do with pins. And look, I don't even have to go full screen with this one. I'm just going to show mine, and then Moto, you can show yours, and we won't have to change the screen. I love that story.
Yeah.
Here we go. So mine is the Cheshire Cat without his trademark giant grin. He's just sort of like a medium grin right now. He's just a line. But I do love this. There's a whole series of him with like multiple levels of smile going on. So
That's awesome.
that's mine for today. How about you?
These are things.
Oh, that's so cute. Wait, where did you get that?
I got this at a thrift store, still wrapped, and enjoy the little things.
That's so cute because I think I got Richard a set of pins from that company for Christmas, and it's called "These Are the Little Thing." These are things that go together, and it's like a little animated egg and then a little animated bacon, and they're very.
Well, yeah. Somehow, some way, the universe told me that this was a good pin for today, so I'm glad I showed it off.
That is a good pin for today. Oh no, I've misplaced my coffee and there's no one to go fetch it. That's okay. Although I have to say, I just invested $20, like one of the best invested $20 I've made in a while, on a coffee mug warmer.
Oh, there you go.
And let me tell you, it is the greatest thing, especially for somebody like me who routinely forgets that they're drinking coffee. And then, I go back to it and it's cold. Well, it stayed hot the whole time and it was very exciting. I'll be moving that over to the broadcast table very soon.
Yes. One of my recent purchases was an electric blanket. So
very nice. Keeping warm. It's all about keeping warm.
Oh, it's about keeping warm, especially with we had another little light blizzard come through this week.
What?
Yeah, we got like another 6 or 7 inches of snow, and they started schools 2 hours late, and then now it's almost all melted off. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
okay.
Got some of that famous Colorado POW.
Right on. Well, hey, so we're gonna be saying hello to everybody in the chat here in a minute. So do make sure that you're saying hello so that we can catch everybody, because you know how that is. It populates and depopulates very quickly
so
somehow.
A quick ahoy in there. There we go. So you won't miss me for the escapades.
That's right. We would not want to miss that. Oh no, my mock is having a moment. I've got to fix it.
You don't have your coffee. Your mock is having a moment.
I know Richard's not here. You're the only thing. You're the only.
Is your
thing
audio functioning?
Together.
Is your camera focused?
It is, and the sound's on. So
I was going to say we're almost checking off that bingo card, man.
Well, like I said, you're the only thing holding it all together right now, Moto. So just try and keep a steady hand here. All right, so. Oh, Spud Hill Farm says they got snow last night for about 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. Well, we never get any snow out here ever, so you're doing way better than we are. I'll say that. I mean, as far as snow goes, if you can. We
get the appropriate amount of snow.
Okay. The appropriate amount of snow for your area. All right. Well, let's see who's here today. We've got Albert Lee is here. Bubs and Lava Bat. Hey, Bubs, how's it going? Cup of Bricks. Darren Siegfried. Fabufan MKE. Gergonzola. Heather Miraz. Hooded One is here. Johnny Cat. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? We've got kicking off the Emscapades. We've got Minifig Chick, Monica Berry, Moto, and Ms. Slow Brickta. Very good. And we've got, I love that there's 2 Lego Masters in the Emscapades. That makes me very happy. We've got Rob Zaccardi and the Zaccardis. Lana, Elena, Vanessa, hello. How's it going? We've got Spud Hill Farm, Spot the Magic Ninja. Squid Kid is here. Hey, Diggy, how's it going? We've got the Brick Orphanage, Wyatt Builds, Zach Martinez, and of course, bonsoir to Wilfred, wherever you may be, and Zarakino Kim. Great to see you all.
That's awesome.
I know, it's always good. I love doing that. And Brickanista's here. I just saw pop in. There we go. And okay, so let's see. We've got some Lego news. Some very exciting Lego news for anybody who is a video game player. Well, I should say exciting for people who are video game players who play this particular game. Although I have to say,
it always true, but PS4s, right?
Yeah, it's a PS4 game, and I have to say it's even. I think it's just a cool model on its own. Like,
Yeah.
even if you don't know the game, and I do know the game and have played it extensively, and it is a favorite of mine. But let's check this out. So, and I found out there's a new thing we can do. Look at this. Boop.
Whoa.
I know, although it cuts off part of the picture. But here, we'll go back to this. So this is from. Okay, let's see. So this is from a PS4 game. Sorry, I got distracted by the chat here. From Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a really amazing game, and it's got a lot of robotic, mechanical animals and dinosaur type characters. This is the biggest one in the game. It's called a tall neck. And in the game, you actually have to, like, you see those spikes that are coming out of the back of its neck. You have to climb up the side of the animal and up its neck and onto its big, like, Star Trek saucer head. And it's really fantastic. And I have to say, it's a really fantastic model. And I was saying earlier, it reminds me of something Moto would build, just with a lot less trans-light blue.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, of course, I love the design. I have no clue what the game is. I mean, the production design looks insane. Just looking at it. And it has that beautiful post-apocalyptic street signal.
Yes.
Down there and everything. So you can tell it's a post-apocalyptic just from that one little touch, and then the little teeny robot down below. I mean, this is just, this is just, I love this thing.
Yeah, it's and I gotta say, like, there's not a whole lot of video game sets that they've done so far, like the Overwatch and that kind of thing. Now, I will say this is supposed to be from Horizon Forbidden West, which is the second version of the game, but these Callnecks play heavily into the first game, Horizon Zero Dawn. So I got to say, it's one of the very first game sets that I've seen where people who don't know the game are interested in the set. Like, I didn't really see that so much in Overwatch. Like, I saw people say, oh, those are kind of cool, but not the kind of interest I've seen in this particular model. And
I think it's just because it's so radically cool looking, regardless of what the game is. I mean, even the use of the skateboards on the back, like those 4 skateboard things coming off the back. I mean, it's just like this biomechanical looking thingamabob. It's just cool looking. I mean,
thingamabob, indeed. Well, definitely check out the actual images from the game, which I don't know if we're allowed to show, so I'm not going to do that. But it looks exactly like the creature in the game. It's very, very impressive. And then you can see down there in the very, very bottom is the minifig. That's Aloy. She is the character, the playable character in the game, and she's got a unique hairpiece to her, which is really, really cool, and a couple of her weapons that she uses from the game. So really, really excited about it. This is going to be a good one.
And the way they constructed the tree is really biomechanical as well. It's not your standard Lego tree, right? It's all like Technic elements in gray, which is really unusual.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it's not... Like, that doesn't really track with the game. I wouldn't say that, like, the trees are mechanical in any way, but I like the way that it sort of ties in with the creature as well.
Yeah.
It's just a really cool, like, a lot of Technic happening in this one. So yeah, that'll definitely be a must get, a must get for me. That's and yeah, really, that hairpiece cool. Is quite good. So and it begs the question,
good
like,
job.
Yeah, what other, if this goes well, might we see other PlayStation properties get turned into sets? I mean, we've already got a whole Nintendo line, so why not? I'll be interested to see. I think it's going to be really cool. So let's see.
Good for them. It's good for them because Mega Brand took all the Xbox stuff and ran with it. So it's good that at least there's some console component coming over to the Legoverse.
Right. Well, and I would say, yeah, and you know what? I'm actually not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. But oh, and it looks like too they're adding another stadium as
Oh yeah,
well.
that's a huge bit of news that got released. Yeah, another football stadium.
Yeah, 10299 Real Madrid
Yeah,
Stadium.
Madrid Real, and one of the largest, most fan heavy of the clubs. So I
Oh,
think
really?
they're putting it right in the zone there for having us another successful stadium set.
Oh, see, I'm not. I have to say that I am unfamiliar, of course, with anything sports ball. So that
I just know
yeah.
that yeah, Madrid Real is one of those football clubs that has like got a huge, gigantic following, massive following, which you'd expect.
Yeah, and
For
so
owning
and
a
here, by the
stadium.
way, from Brothers Brick is the picture. There is the stadium. Now, this is the third stadium set that they've released.
Yeah, and what's I love the use of the green popcorn for the little hint of the trees up front. That's really sweet.
Oh yeah, that's been one of my. Now, is it green? Oh, it's like dark green this time.
Yeah, dark green popcorns.
Oh, because I've used the lime green popcorns for for trees before bushes, but yeah, this is great.
But this is another one of those, like that Hogwarts castle built in micro scale. It's going to have, it's got nearly 6,000 microscopic pieces to assemble into a model. A lot of
Well, I gotta
detail
say,
in
the
there.
closest that I come to sports and especially like soccer is, or sorry, football is watching Ted Lasso. Like that's the closest. That's the
Okay.
closest I get. A worthy. I mean, it's a worthy component, I think. But yeah, so lots and lots of stuff being announced lately. We've already looked at the Batman mosaic, the Elvis mosaic, the Spice Girls tribute, and the Horizon Zero Dawn. There's new Jurassic World and Jurassic Park sets coming out for all of you dinosaur lovers. I think it's a lot of really cool stuff coming out soon.
Yeah, and you just, if what you see isn't your thing, just wait another 2 or 3 weeks, and there'll be, another five or
Yeah,
six sets released. So you just have to be
absolutely.
patient. Oh, and how could we forget the Mandalorian Starfighter? I think was that an
Yes,
official release? Yeah,
yes, the
Book of Fett
Mandalorian
stuff.
Starfighter. We've got Boba Fett's throne room
Yeah,
is happening.
all the stars with the wars have just been announced as well.
Yes, we and the helmet collection with the Dark Trooper and the Luke and the Mandalorian. It's like the whole. It's a whole thing. It's a whole Star Wars thing. I'm sure everyone's very surprised that there are new Star Wars sets have been announced.
Well, at this point, if you want a complete Star Wars Lego collection, you have to basically be at least have a seven-figure income, I think, here in the
At
U.S.
least.
Yeah, they just keep releasing waves of Star Wars. Oh wow.
I know. More gray bricks. Okay, so let's see. So actually, it's time for another one of our features, and this time, this is very exciting. Moto is going to be providing us with our thing from the crypt. All right, Moto, I'm going to give you the screen.
All right. So this is something that I found at a garage sale about 2 years ago in the summer. And at first, I couldn't figure out what it was. And when I can't figure out what something is and it's really old, I have to buy it. So it looks like a plain wooden box, which it is. But for some reason, it's got a piece of leather.
What is it? I don't know that I've seen something like this before.
Yes, so this was probably made 1890 to 1910 or 20. And
Whoa,
what
we're going
gives it
way back
away a
here.
little bit is if I slide this beautiful dovetailed groove thing off, there's a little stone there. And if I turn it over and I slide open this beautifully crafted thing,
Whoa. Is it a razor?
I wind up with the straight razor so you can shave.
Whoa. Now, do you use that?
Oh no, are you kidding? No way. I would injure myself if I attempted to use this thing.
Wow. Well, I gotta say, I use a single blade razor, like an oldie time, more like a 1940s one. That
Yeah, with the flex razor that goes in, and it bends it into a little circle. Yeah, those are great. But this is how your great grandpa would have shaved.
That's like super, super old school. Now, I have a friend who actually uses that kind of razor to shave, and I would be too scared.
Yeah, I'd be terrified. I think, by the way, this is real ebony. I don't believe it's plastic because it was before plastic was invented, and there's a little ivory filling there. So this has like illicit materials, which makes you know it's really, really old. So
wow.
You put your razor in there, you close it up. It has a whetstone component, and then, oops, and I don't want to slide it on the wrong way because then it'll split the wood. But if you put it in back together properly, you do have the leather strop there to sharpen it every time you use it. So this is a great traveling, straight razor from who knows who had this. It was manufactured in Germany, but who knows what cowboy or cow person had this.
Cow person, exactly. So Moto, do you? I just received a very important call that I have to return, unfortunately. Okay. So could you take over for a minute here? And I'm sure you have something that you're working on that you could show people or something exciting along those lines.
Yeah, I will.
All right, I'm turning the show over to Moto's capable hands, and I will be right back.
Let's play a game. Someone in the chat, look at my shelf and have me pull down something. Or from here. This is active projects. This is completed stuff. No? Talk so much to yourself. Fine, I'll pull something. Dawn's going to know what this is. Oh, no. All right, so I don't know if I've ever talked about this. But when I went, and we're about 2 weeks away from our anniversary of starting the production of LEGO Masters Season 2. But once I was on the show, I made these little robots as gifts for every cast member. And right now it's doing the dad dab from Tim. But it's a fully articulated little robot. And I've never made instructions or kind of showed them off. That was more of a behind-the-scenes thing from the production. So Dawn probably still has her Motobot flexing out somewhere back there. I will also show... What am I going to show? Okay. So nobody tell Flynn, but I have a secret. I ordered something that I'm going to give him as a surprise. But I don't want any of you guys to know it, or for him to know it. I made my own Moto pins. How's that? And none of us will tell him. And it's been sitting back here the whole time. What else do I have? I took everything outside to photograph, and that's why I would have to like run outside that door to grab something to show you. But I also have I have a little technique you guys might like. So I believe I've showed off So I made this little airlock. Everybody saw that, how that's put together. I know that Flynn probably doesn't watch the show afterwards. He's been on it. So I have this other section I've created. So if I tear this apart, it's a bunch of those guys, which is 1x4, 1x2 curves. Keep taking that back. Oh no, he's back.
Hello.
I was just about to get into the technique for sliding that together, but we will.
Oh, then I'll put you back on. Here we go. I'll just be a disembodied voice.
I was doing a little song and dance routine, but I'm tired of covering. It's too bad. If like yesterday, before I started my big cleanup, I would have had a ton of stuff to pull and show, but it's all in the garage now. So I had a tough time. But there, Airlock. We'll never know how it was made. It's a secret.
Wait, now I'm going back through the chat, and somebody said that that you're wagering that I never go back to watch the show. What did you do while I was gone, Moto?
Nothing at all. Nothing happened. I showed them something that was going to surprise you with a Brick Cascades.
Oh, okay, good. Then I won't go. Then
So
I
don't go
definitely
back.
won't. I usually do go back and do some reviewing, but I won't do it this time.
No.
Okay.
You'll spoil. You'll ruin the surprise.
Yeah, no. I won't do that. Nothing to see here. Exactly, Cup of Bricks. Exactly.
This is not the stream you're going to rewatch.
This. All right. Oh my goodness.
It was getting bad. I was almost about to start talking about vintage pencils. I mean, it was getting.
Oh
pretty,
wow. Okay.
pretty
Well,
awful.
glad I got back.
Thank you.
So I say, ahoy, Yano is here. Hello. I'm so excited
And
to
Axel Plate,
see
yeah.
you soon. And Axel Plate, hello. And yes, we are looking forward to Bricks Cascade. It is going to be a cascadey fun show. I'm very much looking forward to it.
All my cool models that I was going to show if you took off are completely packed now, ready to drop ship as soon as my lug meeting on Saturday ends.
Very cool. And just as a reminder, in case you haven't been to any Tricky Lug meetings recently or anything like that, we are doing a collaboration, Tricky Lug collaboration at Bricks Cascade. That is the Friends Apartment Challenge that we had a few challenges ago. That one is we're going to be taking and building our own Friends Main Street block at Bricks Cascade. So if you want to be more involved with that, you can reach out to Minifig Chick, and you can also reach out at trickylug@gmail.com, and she can point you towards the information, unless she's still here, and then she can do that then. So,
Well, someone asked if you were going to be at Bricks Cascade. I don't know if you are. I know I am.
you don't know if I am. I'm going to be there.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, absolutely. We will. Both of us will be there. Very excited. We just filmed a little promo for that, and also too, if you didn't.
And I heard Paul Hetherington's going to be there, so I get to meet Paul Hetherington for the first time.
Oh, he's lovely. He's a really great
I hear he's a
person.
cool dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and now somebody's ringing my doorbell. Okay. I'll be right
wait.
back.
Oh shoot. Okay, you go. Go ahead. Well, this is where it's going to get awkward because I'm going to have to turn my camera off for about 60 seconds so I can run and show you guys something cool because it's not in this room because I cleaned this room out. Oh, this is horrible. Whew, you're on mute, Flynn. So,
Oh,
so
I managed to mute myself.
well, yeah. Check. So, I went out. I wanted to show. So, Flynn probably. I don't know if Flynn's seen what I do for a show, but
Wow, I have not seen that.
okay. So, Beyond the Brick was interviewing Martin Harris about how he packs stuff up for conventions.
Okay.
So I wanted to show you guys how I pack my models up for conventions. Now, this has got an extra layer of crazy because it's going to get mailed to Holly. So, I love to put stickers on it. I label it. That's one thing. This is the moon biome lander I did. I got a space rover here. So,
Logan, go on.
oh, I hear Logan.
Oh, yes.
So I'm just going to take off. Now I use painter's tape because I can tear it off and put it back on again, usually. But if I pull this off, what I do, I don't know if you can see this, but I custom make my own boxes for each model. And this one,
That is amazing.
and this one is just like Holiday. So each of the 3 biomes goes its own little section there. And it gets a little bit of bubble wrap. And then all the little pieces that could get lost, I do that. But basically you can see there's 3 legs for the lander, there's 3 of those. And the main core of the body. Now normally I don't use any bubble wrap.
Wow. Wait, you don't use any bubble wrap?
No, if I'm just driving, I don't, because they'll just sit in there tight enough to not worry about getting shaken up. Sometimes I'll use, like I went to Costco and I bought a bunch of shop towels.
Uh-huh.
And I just throw a ton of those cloth shop towels around the stuff and kind of nest it in, like Martin does.
Wow.
But because this is going to go through the Postal Service, I've bubble wrapped everything because, you know, when it goes down those conveyors and gets tumbled and stuff,
Yeah.
that'll hopefully keep it from breaking. Because I can do that. And the Space Rover is no different. It has multiple internal sections all taped together, and the cardboard just hugs the bubble wrapped pieces where they are. And basically there's no room to shake. You want it to be comfy but not too tight.
Wow. That
was my show and tell, and I had to run outside. That's why my camera was off.
That is incredibly impressive.
These are the small ones. These are not a big deal, but almost ready to go. I have a lug meeting tomorrow, and this is going to be my test run. I'm going to throw them in the car.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to literally take the package, pick it up, and throw it into the car, and then drive like a maniac to the meeting. And then,
going over every bump and pothole you can find.
yeah, I'm gonna hit. It's kind of like the opposite of what I normally do for a convention. I'm gonna like look for all the train crossings. I'm gonna smack all the potholes. And I have an electric vehicle, so that thing has a lot of kick when you go from like 0 to whatever.
Wow.
So I'll be zipping up and ratcheting down and doing hard turns and watching things tumble in the back. And then if everything survives, I'll know that I can safely send it in the mail.
All right, then. Well, after that...
Aubrey, yeah. Aubrey, she basically packed a lot of my stuff
Oh, well,
at
that's
Brick
fun.
Slopes, and she has the touch, man. It came through, like everything came through intact except for one model that I packed.
The one that you packed, it didn't come out.
Yeah, I was in a rush and all that. But Aubrey's stuff, man, when she packed it, I was going through this thing. It was like, you could tell just like how gently she put everything in. That's what it was awesome.
All right. Well, what do you think,
Is it time
Moto?
for the main event?
I think it's time.
Okay.
So we're going to have a quick, costume change here. Just going to get ready for the winter games here.
Yeah, Winter Games. We have to have the right equipment.
You have to have the right. Yes, the right. I've got my scarf.
Okay, wait. I need a.
Very nice. Over the headphones. Wow. Your head is very wide right now. And you've got gloves. Okay, I wish I had gloves, but I don't.
And a microphone. I got my microphone. Can you hear me? I'm reporting live.
Oh my God. It never gets cold enough here for gloves, so I'm afraid I don't have gloves. But
It's really cold.
Really
cold out here.
It's very cold here at the games. The winter sports games. So looking forward to checking it out today. I've got Moto here with me in the booth, and we're going to be checking out all of the excitement here in Sportsland. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and add this in.
All right. Wow.
So I'm loving our helicopters getting an overhead view of the goings on here in the arena. It's very exciting. Now this first, it looks like first up, our first team is Kevinator and Amper Up, who've collaborated on this particular sport. They were inspired by their recent snowball fight, but continued Amper Up's story from the last challenge. Now Evil Liz has been captured, but has a rat to keep her company, and Good Thanos has been freed. Several animals are watching the snowball fight, and high on a coral tower, Monica Berry and Clicky are watching too. We've got, yes, we can see Monica. You can see we've changed views. This is our drone footage of the event here, and we can see Monica and Clicky are indeed at the top watching the goings on here in this epic snowball fight.
Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And when you guys do snowball fights, I'm surprised you haven't created a snow fort, because man, you're braving it right there in the open.
Yeah, I know.
Chucking those suckers at you. Yeah.
It is and we are to see. Do we see those two lovely spider ladies by the ghost dog? I hear they are a happy couple. That is great. We love to see it. We love to see that diversity here at the Winter Sports Games. Very impressive, very exciting. Both Kevinator and Amper Up. If I had a sign to hold up that said 10 on it, I would give this a 10. What do you think, Moto?
I would absolutely. And the current Liz debacle at the Olympics, of course, is being known. She's been netted and captured, and so we can continue with this snowball event with absolute certainty and with great judging.
Very good, very good. All right.
Oh, wow.
Next up, we've moved over to another part of our winter sports arena. This time, our competitor is Darren Siegfried, and this is the ski joring winter sport event, in which a person on skis is pulled by a dog or dogs, a horse, or a powered vehicle. It's derived from the Norwegian word skikajoring. Well, you can tell I'm not from Norway. And it means ski driving. So this is a very impressive sport. These dogs, I understand, are trained for years to pull the person on skis. They have people on the sidelines holding treats, making sure that the dogs don't steer away from their course. It's a very, very impressive, very difficult sport.
Very difficult. And of course, no treats are allowed on the journey to distract the animals as they go through. Number 80, of course, is in the lead, rocking those beautiful medium azure skis and
matching hat, I notice.
Matching hat, very brave soul, no gloves, completely barehanded out there, and out and about in the wilderness. Is a beautiful, beautiful sport.
I know, and it looks like we've had some nice snowfall here as well.
Yeah.
The landscape
definitely in the middle of the POW. That's good.
Very. All right. I think we're going to move on over. Oh, look! Here comes our next contestant here, and this time they are being pulled by a horse. Now, I don't know, Moto. What do you think? Do you think it is an unfair advantage to pit a horse against 4 huskies?
Not if they're on a snowboard. Because I have seen a horse pull a skier at Steamboat Springs. I have never seen a snowboarder pull it off, simply because they're sideways, and I don't know what would happen. I feel that this daredevil should absolutely be wearing a helmet.
Yeah,
at all
yes.
times. Yeah, I'm very concerned
a good
for this
idea.
athlete.
Still very, very impressive. I'm glad to see the horse has a rider because I don't know how that would work. Otherwise, we could get ourselves into serious trouble here at the games. Very impressive. And
oh my goodness.
Bringing up the rear.
How is he not in the lead? He's on a speeder bike.
Well, apparently those dogs are very excited.
The force is not with this particular contestant.
Well, now hopefully we don't need to check those dogs for performance enhancing treats after this is over, but they do seem to be in the lead. I think this could be a close second. It might take over the horse. We'll see what happens.
Well, if you've ever seen a snow speeder go through a thick forest as this, you'll know that they are prone to exploding and crashing into things, which is probably why.
I have heard that. So this is a very brave soul indeed, especially with that cape. I gotta say, because capes get caught on things. If you've seen The Incredibles, then you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, quite nice.
Gonna have to use the force to navigate this.
Definitely, just move the trees out of the way. These are not the trees you're looking for. All right, very good, very good. All right, let's see what we have. Next up. Oh, very good. Now this one, our team leader here is Fabufan MKE, a classic.
Yes. Classic
style sport here. We've got a very nice ski. I'm not sure what you call that. What do you call that, Moto?
This is the four-man bobsled.
Thank you, four-man bobsled. Thank you. I was my notes were here on the other side, but I got to say, a very classic styled four-man bobsled. Yeah, or four-person bobsled, I should say.
Yeah, this takes me way back. I remember watching these fiberglass bobsleds go down the course. Oh man, yeah, this just brings back a lot of memories of watching the Olympics, and it's a great representation.
And we can see them here, ready to go. It's looking good. I like them. They're all packed in there pretty tight.
Oh, you have to be. You have to be crazy to do a bobsled, man. You have to be out of your gourd to get in one of those things.
I'll say. All right, friends. Well, we're going to take a little break from the action for a word from our sponsor. I believe we're going to need to take a pause in the action, friends, because it is time for a word from our sponsor and the pause that refreshes. That's right, everybody. This Winter Sports Challenge has been brought to you by Logan Cookie Time. And here he is in the booth, king of the Logan cookies. It is Logan himself, and he's going to try the sport of cookie catching. Very good. Ooh. Very good. I don't think he would last long in that ski pulling thing if there were any treats on the side of the road. Very good. Ooh. Logan, he is really enjoying these cookies. They have a little bit more heft to them. Oh, wow. You've gotten good at that. He's been training, friends. And here we go. And one more. 1, 2, 3. And alley-oop. Ah,
wow.
Very good.
Great job, Logan.
Very good. And that concludes the word from our sponsor. And that has been Logan Cookie Time. Oh, and our additional commentary from Splishy and Splashy here in the booth with us today at the Winter Sports Games. Very, very exciting.
Except for some crashes. Got you again.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that today, I think. All right, we are here now with our next. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's get our. Whoa, that's not right. There we go. No, that's not right either. There we go. All right.
Yay!
We're having trouble in the camera booth today, folks. Somebody's going to get fired. All right. Our next contestant up is Femme from the Block. Yano here with a Netflix recommendation. And Netflix is apparently one of our sponsors for the Winter Games here. We've got, check out Getting Curious with Jonathan Van Ness, who you may know from Queer Eye, the show about homosexual gentlemen who help do makeovers on people. You may have heard of this, Moto. I don't know. There's a fascinating episode about figure skating that inspired Yano to put together minifigures of Jonathan and his coach, three-time American figure skating champion and non-binary icon, Elliot Halverson. And you can see the recreation here of the scene below. Very nice. Well done, Yano. I think this is an excellent representation of this stellar sport. Figure skating. And let's see, we've got, I believe we have another image here, moving the camera over. Here is the logo from the show, Getting Curious with Jonathan Van Ness. And you can see, I love the pom-poms as the fluffy, as the fluffy ends of the phone. Although I feel that would be, that might tickle my face. I don't know if I could use a phone like that, Moto.
I could pull off the look.
Yes.
Both of these are incredible.
They're really, really well done. Excellent work. Should have gotten signs, but there you go. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 with the microphone.
All right. So, and actually, while we're still in figure skating, let's continue with the figure skating with an entry from a friend of mine who you may know. And let's continue with the figure skating here. Now, this is the next entry into the figure skating championship. We have that super dynamic team of, and actually something odd, something you don't see very often at the Winter Games. It is, in fact, a team of male figure skaters. They've taken home the trophy, the figure skating trophy. I have to say, I'm extremely impressed by their work. They've done a really good job. And I don't know, it looks like that we may need to, to check this out here. And yes, they are going into the routine. This is the routine that won them the gold trophy. Excellent teamwork on the figure skating champion there. Very excited about that. And you know, it's not often we see a same-sex couple doing the figure skating, and there you go. They win. Well done. Well done. All right. Very good. Thank you, Moto. I will be sure to pass that on to I will pass that on to the guys. I think it's going to be great. And hopefully, I don't know if we will see these two again popping up, but it's a mystery. We will find out what happens. All right. So let's head on back over to our. There we go. All right. So this is from Hooded One. I don't know if snowman jumping will ever be an Olympic sport, but it's a little homage to the fantastic Calvin and Hobbes comic strip.
Oh, I love it.
I love the upside down snowman is excellent, and I love we've gotten a good camera angle here. The drones are working overtime to get us these great. And in case you were wondering, what the heck is snowman jumping? We do have a representative of the the original comic that this was based on. Mom and Dad don't value hard work and originality as much as they say they do, says Calvin. We have the upside down snowman that was represented at the top there. And I love the golfing one as well, is quite good. Because everybody gets a 10 today. Very good. And now let's go back real quick and look at that again. I love the steps. Those are some finely crafted snow steps, if I do say so.
A little bit of snow hanging off the bridge is fantastic. And just the arms, all the, you talk about not repeating things too much, and
right.
One of the things I love is when I build snowmen, is you always have the footsteps and the clumps around it when you're done, and all of that messed up snow is just beautifully represented around the base of that snowman.
Very nice, well done, and I do love that the use of the Lowell sphere here is very nicely done. Mm-hmm. Well done, Hooded One. Oh, yeah. My goodness. All right. Next up, we are moving over to Judy MT is here with the Rebel troops doing a little half pipe on their downtime and some stormtroopers doing a bit of ice climbing. So we've got two sports here. We've got our half pipe snowboarding here, nicely done, and I feel like there may be, and here is our ice climbing. I gotta say, those stormtroopers must do really well in the snow because it's hard to see them. That's probably how they hide out, but you can see them climbing. They almost become part of the ice.
Yeah. And who doesn't, I love watching the half pipe. I love and this is shot on snow itself, is it not?
It does look like it is live out in the field.
It's live in the field in Hoth. I mean, look at that. They're just shredding the gnar. That is so awesome. Yeah. Shredding
the what?
Shredding the gnar. Gnar.
Is that like gleaming the cube?
No. The gnar. Well, this is a half pipe, so it's not quite accurate. But no. Well, skiers when they do acrobatics and tricks, they have to rate the gnarliness. They have to give it a gnar rating.
Rate the gnarliness, yes.
Yeah, so if you're shredding the gnar, you're shredding a gnarly section of the mountain, like maybe up in that upper hand corner of the back picture or something. But yeah, they're why am I explaining shredding the gnar?
You learn how did we get here every day.
Anyway.
All right, let's see. We've got moving along here. Very good, Judy. We've got some serious competition here. They said, will Hercules compete in this year's winter sports? And everybody said when hell freezes over. And it looks like this is what's happened here. So we've got Lego Don is the creator of this amazing sport. And Lego Don says, I discovered that I don't have much in the way of minifig sports equipment. I had to scrounge for these skis from my winter village, but it was enough for Hercules to win the gold. Well done. I love the little temple. As a matter of fact, I'm working on some temples right now myself, so I love this small treatment. It's looking pretty good, and of course that wonderful ice blue base plate.
An incredible fact from this year is that it was determined that demigodness is not a performance enhancing steroid, so Hercules was allowed into the competition and easily won this medal.
Yes, thank goodness for that. And thank goodness for that. Otherwise, we would be embroiled in another winter sports scandal, which I don't know if we could take much more.
Naturally, godlike powers, I guess, are granted through to these Olympic events.
Very good. Very good. Well, Olympus, right?
Yeah, like it was bound to go to a demigod.
Exactly. All right. This is from Monica Berry.
She turned a tire inside out for the curling rock, for the stone.
Yes. Now, I've seen this done as tires inside out as planters, but this is the first time I've seen it done utilized in this way.
Goodness.
Very.
Fantastic.
Very, very nice. So Monica says, curling, I'd recently seen a build using the inside-out tire as a planter. Oh, well, there you go. As a planter, and thought it would be good, make a good curling stone. Proportions are a bit off, but I think it communicates well. And clearly it did, because Moto, you knew what it was right away.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I had curling in high school. We had a high school curling team. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was on the downhill ski team. We had a hockey team. We had a curling team.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you grow up where it snows.
Yeah, where it's cold, really cold.
Exactly. All right, and then Monica says, this is my winter sport. Now, some of you may recognize this, some of you may not. This is a new sensation that is burning up the internet called Wordle.
Oh!
I have never played myself, but I do look at the Twitters, and there's a lot of this on Twitter. So yes, this is in fact Wordle.
I thought it was like a broken up Tetris. That's how horrible I am. I thought it was Tetris at first. I'm so glad it's Wordle.
I have to say, I knew what it was immediately because like I said, I've been seeing it all over the internet. I don't know how to play or anything else. So, hey, Jake Eric, how's it going? Wordle has kind of passed me by. But it is the newest, apparently, winter sport. So there you go, at least for Monica. All right. Oh dear. Goodness. Somebody looks like they've been out in the cold for a little bit too long.
Yeah.
But this is from Ms. Slow Brickta. Meet Kel, as in skeleton. Competing in the blood-chilling Olympic sport of the same name, where one rides a small sled face down and headfirst into a frozen winding track reaching speeds over 70 miles an hour. No suspension, no steering, no brakes, no way!
Yeah, the skeleton terrifies me. Every time I watch that sport, have you watched the skeleton, Flynn?
I have not.
Imagine taking those really old sleds with the rails, the metal rails on the bottom and the little things. Okay, imagine making it out of carbon fiber and making the blades like super razor sharp and then throwing yourself down a very steep, icy incline.
I would not do that.
No, it's terrifying. It is terrifying to watch.
Now, when I was a kid, I did grow up where it snowed, not often, but where it snowed. And we used to have those, those metal saucers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With the little straps on, which are even more dangerous than like the actual sled. Because at least with the sled, you could steer it with that little wooden thing on the front.
Correct. A saucer is unsteerable. I have proven that time and time again with my own saucer. Yeah.
And yet somehow we would always go sled down my great-grandfather's hill that had tons of trees at the bottom. And now you know why I'm like I am today.
Fun fact, if you're going sledding, this is a real fun fact, because I do sledding out here. If you do go sledding, wear a helmet like if you're going skiing.
Yes, good idea. And you can see Skeleton here is wearing one.
The skeleton's wearing a helmet, and I'm not joking around. Wear a helmet even if you're going sledding.
I know. Don't be boneheaded when doing the skeleton. Wear a helmet. All right. So it looks like we have. Let's see. We've got.
Oh, the skeleton actually has the skeleton sled or chassis behind it with the little roller skates or ice skates. That is so cool.
It is in fact very cool. Very, very, very good. And also, Ms. Slowbrickta notes that she posted a couple of slow-mo reels of Kel on Instagram. A successful ride, she says. So, very good. All right. Let's see. We've got... Let me see. Oops, sorry, I've lost my place here. Here we go. All right. Skeleton. Oh, there's Skeleton.
Oh, look, check that out.
Made his way down. Very good. It's very tall as well. That is a tall. I would not be sliding down that. There's no way. You wouldn't catch me dead on a skeleton ride.
Yeah, like the luge or the skeleton. Yeah, those, no way.
But he successfully made it to the bottom, still in skeleton form. Not a bone was broken on the way down. Well done, Kel. Ton. All right. Whoa, this is one of the more elaborate sections of our winter village, winter sports village. This is from Owen. Owen says, do you like Legoland? Well, this is a Lego Olympics land. It has snowboarding, sleds, ski lifts, and much more. And I'm so glad you liked my Goonies build. It was awesome. I also put a little TY for thank you in this build. I hope you like it. There is a lot going on in this Lego Olympics sport.
This is like a cornucopia of winter sport.
It is. And here, I'm going to give this the full screen here for a second, just so that we can get a real good close-up on here. Wow.
See the lift on the left? You got the half pipe or snowboarding jumps. You got the sleds. This is really cool.
Yeah, I got to say, it's amazing how our drones can get back far enough to catch all of the action in this scene. We have excellent drone cameras. They've done a great job here in capturing all of everything. I really like this ice cave over here on the right with the little lid on it. Very nicely done. Lots of good greebling, you might say. Snow greebling.
All the greebles. I've been trying to work on something similar to this for a build I have coming up in 3 months, and I'm gonna have to take some notes because I've been struggling.
Oh, good. Here we go. Our drone cameras have moved around to get us another angle on the Snow Olympics village. It's looking really great. I am enjoying how much is going on here, and an excellent use of parts.
They even have the flags as the gates for the downhill course. That is great.
That's right. Oh, and we get a little. I like this view here, with the forced perspective, with the sort of like the blurrier in the background and that nice in focus in the front.
Now, is it supposed to spell TJ?
TY.
Oh, TY. There it is.
Thank
there's
you.
the T and there's the Y.
And it's very nice, and I gotta say, our drone cameras just get better and better. We can get these kinds of shots. All right. So this is I think this is another view of the same one. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about this.
That might be a half pipe.
I've got to say. This is from Rob Zaccardi. I have two builds. The first two photos are the snowboarding slope style, which is one of my two favorite winter Olympic sports. It starts with some rail tricks and then some jumps. Very nice. Yeah. And here for
nice use of R2's leg to get the angle on that thing too. Good job.
That's really good.
Pretty slick.
Sorry, I'm just looking up some. Wait, maybe not. Hold on a second. No, I'm pretty sure this is Rob's. And we're gonna go on to the next one. I'm not sure if slides got out of order or what. Whoa, yeah, this is definitely that's a lot going on there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that in close up. Wow.
Oh, it's done it's almost like a habitat.
Yes. Oh, this is from Wyatt Builds. I'm so sorry, Wyatt. For some reason, your name didn't make it into our entry form. But this is, in fact, from Wyatt Builds, everyone. Not Rob Zaccardi. I take it all back. Wyatt Builds. Wyatt, excellent work.
Love what's fun is I never thought like a Willy Wonka top hat would make someone immediately look like a judge. But, It does. It works so well. That
It,
top hat
it
is
totally works.
it's totally like
works.
I'm judging you. And look at the scowl too. Not very happy with that performance. But
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's it. You get a 1.
it's the Russian judge, so it always gives a 1.
Oh my goodness. All right. Excellent work, Wyatt Builds. And again, yes, love some of the techniques here are really, really nicely done. All right. A 10. A 10 from Moto. All right.
Oh my goodness. No. Oh.
Yeah, now I know who this one is. Definitely know who this one is from. This is from Lana Zaccardi. Baby snow tubing with a cheeky baby Yoda using the force on one of the tubes. Again, I think we need to see. This is one I feel like we need to see in the full.
This traumatizes me from a real life adventure with my son.
Oh, no. Let's not have any traumatizing winter sports, at least for today. Sorry to hear that.
There's no trees at the bottom, so this is fine.
So it sounds like you had a similar experience to mine on my great grandfather's hill.
It was not good. Yeah.
Trees at the bottom. But we can see lots of we've got this is the Friends contingent is out in force today, cheering on the babies as they go down the hill. And yes, Baby Yoda is definitely using some performance enhancing force to help out. We're gonna have to see how the judges feel about that. I'm not sure what the rules are surrounding that kind of enhancement.
And it looks like the babies grow on trees. So that's really cool too.
On bushes, yes, they just get a new one. They always have new people. They always have new babies to compete.
Yeah.
Oh, and we get our drone has moved up to get an above view, so we can really check out. Is Baby Yoda cheating, or is this within the rules? That's the real question here. Well done.
We'll have to see what the judges do. By the way, I am staring at that cypress tree with, gosh, I really want that. I want a cypress tree so bad.
I know. I have one. We have one
none.
cypress tree.
I have none. So thank you for putting that in. Total flex. I feel like I should get the flex tape out, but yeah.
Cypress tree flex. And a goat would be.
Yeah, that's all. So then use a goat going down the hill.
All right.
Oh, wow. Look at the photography on that.
This is Rob's, the snowboarding slope style. It starts with some rail tracks and then some jumps. This is a fantastic photo.
Yeah, I got to say the wide angle, the lighting, dang, man.
The force perspective into the background. Those trees are excellently done.
This is wow.
Yeah, this is quite impressive. Is there an 11? Is that a score we can give? I mean,
the number on the vest says it all. Number 1. That's great. Great job. Wow. Dang.
Very, very cool. All right. Next up. Wow.
Yeah. Look at that.
That is super impressive, and I love those old school fences there on the side. Those have been built and put up there for quite a while on the slope. This is really beautiful, really nicely done, and the use of that we call them rocker hinges there to give that nice slopey feeling. Yeah, very, very well done. And then we have the curling. The third photo was a curling one I did back at the beginning of January when the new Dots charms came out. It was the first thing I thought to build with the little lightning charms on there.
That's insane.
It's really great. I like this one a lot. Excellently done, excellently executed, excellently excellent. It excels.
It has all the things.
It excels in all the things. All right. So, and last but certainly not least, we have Vanessa Zaccardi with it's the women's giant slalom wanting to add the blue guidelines shows Vanessa was actually paying attention to the skiing when it was on TV. Both Vanessa and Lana wanted to do slopes like Rob did, but both of them in different ways. I love it. I love those and I'm a big fan of those curved plates. Those are quite awesome. I like the little flags. Very good. And those are some fancy skis. They look like have
something on them. What's fantastic, what's a great solution is because this is, the pull of gravity would want to make the mini doll fly off of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's intentionally planted the bar elements into the Apollo studs and studded them in, so when she grabs them, the figure isn't just flying off the model. That's just a beautiful idea.
Very nicely done.
My only concern is her choice of wardrobe for the GS. So here's an interesting fact that most people may not know. If you're doing the GS and you wipe out and you're wearing one of those spider suits, one of the women racers in my high school downhill team, actually the friction melted the spider suit onto her calf and went on the side of her leg because she was going so fast.
That's crazy. Well, and then I'm worried about skinned knees really on this one.
I'm worried if, but I don't think so. I think she's got. We all know that she's the athletic performer of all the friends, so I'm not concerned that she'll make it down the hill and take the gold.
Exactly. Well, this has been an extremely exciting winter sports challenge. We've seen a lot of the different sports covered. We've seen a lot of fantastic builds, a lot of great participation, and what a fantastic show! What a fantastic showing! These builders and these performers have been working for a really, really long time. And I'm very, very impressed by what they've managed to pull off. So I am going to step out of the booth here real quick.
As will I. Woo!
Wow, that was great. Great coverage from those two veteran sportscasters. I got to say, I was very impressed that they were able to keep that all up.
Yeah, I'm hoping that next season we can get Anita Studs to fly out and provide some extra.
I hear she may be available. All right, so I think that that pretty much wraps it up for today's show. Really great builds and performances by everyone involved. Sorry, I just got to do this one more time.
That's so cool.
It was really fun. I had a good time doing that one. I guess you're probably wondering what the next challenge is. This is one that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and we haven't. I somehow in 2 years have never touched on it. And it's going to be like a theme rather. Well, I guess it's kind of specific, but like a theme rather than saying like build a habitat or whatever. The theme of our next build challenge is dragons. Dragons is the theme of our next build challenge. So get out those wings, get out those horns, get out that fire breath or the ice breath or whatever it is that whatever kind of dragon you're going to do. And that is going to be our next build challenge, dragons. I am very excited for this one. Very excited to see what people are going to come up with, because I know personally we have a lot of dragon parts from elves and stuff like that. So there's this should be a fun one. So dragons, whatever that means to you.
And I'd imagine it's not limited to Western dragons either.
No, it is. I mean, dragons are universal.
Yes, they're all around the world in their various types of forms. I think I have a dragonology book over there.
It could be a space dragon. I mean, who knows? It could be a luck dragon. Please, no luck dragons. It could be.
You said it. Now there's going to be 13 Falcors just to make you.
just horrifying me.
They're going to submit it. And it's going to be Falcor. It's just going to see, please vote for ideas for 10K. That's going to be the subtitle on the image.
Minifig Chick says, "Are wyverns allowed?" I will allow it.
They're dragon adjacent, so that's allowed.
Yeah, they're dragon adjacent. I think we'll allow it. Although I'm sure that Joel will have something to say about that. So hope you enjoy the next 2 weeks of dragon building. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. That means let's take a look at the calendar here. Here on my calendar. So that means that the next one will be due on March 3rd, Thursday, March 3rd. All right. Will be when you turn those in, 2 weeks. And then actually that next weekend is Bricks Cascade, which is very exciting. So make sure, again, if you want information on how to enter the collaborative build, that you reach out to Minifig Chick, trickylug@gmail.com to find out all about that. Well, thanks everybody so much for joining us today. And thank you so much, Moto, for coming and filling in and being a wonderful co-host.
Poor substitute when put on the spot to dance and make a entertaining things, but I tried.
I don't know about that. I gotta say, you were pretty amazing. Spot on, friend. Spot on.
I'll try. Thank you. It's always great to hang out.
It is always great to hang out. And it's always great to hang out with all of you, of course. So everyone, we will see you on Sunday with our Sunday Lego brunch bunch, and maybe a special guest. Who knows?
Ooh,
we'll see.
who knows?
We'll see who I can convince to come and hang out with us. But until then, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask, get that vaccine. And also the booster shot if you haven't gotten one yet. And we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Happy building. Oh, man. I need puppet hands.
Yeah. Those totally weren't spatulas and gloves.